So kind of move forward. You know, you were stealing. You're a rapper. Your name is all over the city. You could practically get almost any female that you wanted. So when did you graduate from that to the hustle game?
Now, I was in Delaware for a minute. Your family took me in. Mark and them took me in. My boy Tut took me in. The Richardsons took me in. You know what I mean? I started messing with, different girlfriends and stuff like that. I ended up pulling one of the baddest girls in the state of Delaware. You know what I mean? Her name was Classy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Her neighbor Beth. Like you said, I had all the girls. You know what I'm saying? I was dating Deanie off and on, just a little teeny bit. That was my sister. But everybody liked the Kenny G, and they took me in. You know what I mean? So, of course, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? That took place. Me and Deanie was like this. You know what I'm saying? Robin Rap, the mistress of the groove, she was one of the baddest female rappers in the state of Delaware, if not the baddest. Like Goodman was the baddest promoter, and my brother Lightning Lee was the baddest DJ in the state of Delaware. And unbeknownst to me, I was one of the baddest rappers moving because I started battling everybody, and Tuck was my B-box, and I lived under his being.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So we used to go to the parties. My name is on flyers and everything. I'm doing parties and everything. But when the parties is over, stuff like that, I go back to my touch crib and sleep under his bed because Miss Ann didn't like me and I'm homeless. I ain't got everybody
Right.
think I'm the shit at the time.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? All the girls want it and everything, and I'm just a homeless thief. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't steal from my peoples. I wasn't that kind of dude. I was always a good dude. And you detest to that.
Most definite. Most
Yeah, I
definite.
was always a good dude, but it's just
Yeah.
nobody really got a chance to know my story. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And that's why I thank you for your platform and everything that you brought me on just to go live and we can do this thing off the cuff. It's easy.
Right.
I'm
So
saying
go from that, you up sleeping up under the bed, you get in where you fit in. When did you start hustling and started making some money?
now
Tell me the
check this
first
out.
time.
Now
Okay, go
now
ahead.
check this out. See,
Yeah.
I found out that my mom had got remarried.
Okay.
The best of my ability, she was married to a man by the name of James Johnson, who was he had a position in the Diamond State Band Club.
Mm.
So my mom was down with the band club, and her name was Lady Ice. So my mom was beautiful. My mom was the shit. You know what I'm saying? So everybody wanted my mom. You see how bad she was? My dad's brother wanted her. See, everybody, rest in peace to my mom, rest in peace to my father, rest in peace to my uncle. I love my family. You know what I
Okay.
mean? But a lot of people mad at me about telling my story, Mark, but I got to tell my story because I love truth.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm in Delaware. I ain't got nothing. I'm doing this. I'm doing shows. Boom, boom, boom. So I heard my mom lived out Newcastle.
Mm.
So I'm saying, you know what? I'm gonna try to make amends and see if I can go back and be with my mom because I'm in the street, man, and I'm sleeping under people's beds. Your family took me in. I think I slept in your room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
your sisters, my sisters, Rose, Sham, all them,
Yeah.
they my people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
Your
Yeah.
brother, like y'all, my family. You know.
Right.
So I'm saying, I'm like, man, I want my family. I love my family.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I love your family, but I want
Yeah.
my family.
Exactly.
So my mom, I heard they had a big house out Newcastle. So I moved out Newcastle. My mom used to have card games. So I went out there one time, Mark, and the family came together and everything. My cousin Roberta was out there. Me and my cousin Roberta was always cool growing up. You understand what I'm saying? So Roberta was like, one of those family members that was in the streets and everything. She had a boyfriend and everything. Well, unbeknownst to me, like Roberta, I'm in the streets a little bit because I learned from my brother. My brother had little 16s and stuff like that, doing things
Yeah.
down the park,
Right.
this, that,
Yeah.
this, that. I
Uh-huh.
ain't gonna talk about your run and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
But at the
Right.
same time, that's
Right.
another thing. You know what I
Right.
mean? We did what we did. We was getting a
Yeah.
little money.
Yeah.
But I found out that my cousin Roberta's husband, brother, was a kingpin in New York City
Okay.
named
Okay.
Ty. Ty was a bad dude. Ty had an eye rock. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing but a bicycle. Ty had an eye rock, and his tag on his eye rock mark said Try for me.
Mm.
I was fascinated with it. It went from red into a white into a pink. No, a red to a pink into a white. It was
Mm.
3D
Yeah.
T-top and had try for me on the back.
Mm.
So I'm at my cousin Roberta. I got a Chester knot. You know, from Chester. So I got a Chester knot. I got 51, maybe 2 tens, a 5, and my phone grade cut out too, Mark. It's crazy.
Right.
It's getting dim. Wow.
You
Um,
can't put it on the charger?
I can't. I'm saying I'm gonna walk like this. I'm gonna walk like this. I
Yeah,
gotta give it to you,
put it
man.
on the charger, man. We gotta have it on. We gotta get the rest of the story. Put that on the charger, man. I meant to tell you to have the charger on it because it'll die out. I meant to tell you to have the
There we go.
charger.
So that so hey man, we're in my bedroom right now. So you know,
That's cool.
hold on, Mark. Give me a second. Because I know listen, when they get this story, they're gonna be into this.
Let's go. Let's go.
You know what
Right
I'm saying?
now, Kenny G is getting it together. Listen, man, this man was a former kingpin. He got a long prison sentence. We're gonna let him tell that story. But listen, man, y'all do not want to miss this. Let him get that together, and we're gonna finish his story. This is a powerful story. It's a true story that I know firsthand. You about ready?
Hold up, I'm plugging it up now, man. I hope it don't cut out.
Oh,
Hope it don't cut out on us, Mark.
yeah, yeah. Get it plugged in. You plugged in?
Yeah, I think I'm plugged in. I pray it don't cut out on us, man. I'm sorry about that.
Hope not. Yeah,
I
yeah.
apologize to the audience.
You good, man. Pick up.
Okay.
So
Where
my
was we,
man
bro?
in New York, right? And New York is only what, an hour and a half from Delaware. So tell about.
Mark,
Yeah, I'm here.
you there? Good, good. I'm glad
Yeah,
it didn't
yeah,
cut
I'm
out on
here.
us. Hey,
So
the
New York
devil busy
City
right
is
now.
New York City is a hop, skip, and a jump. So continue your story. He got the eye
Uh,
rock, and you was
like
fascinated
I
by it.
said, Mark, I'm sorry, and I apologize to the audience if everybody that's in here, whoever's in here, that I be speeding, man, because you know I be so passionate about my upbringing and my lifestyle, and you know just being in the streets and everything. Today, just want to help people. Ty was a kingpin, man.
Okay.
Ty had the eye rock. He had all the women. So, but I'm saying I'm still living in the street. I want to be back with my family.
Okay.
So my mom had a card game and everything, and my cousin Roberta was there. So I went out there. I got a Chester knot. Like I told you, I got like 51s, 2 tens, maybe a 5, and a 20 on the top. I ain't even got $100,
Right.
but it looked like I got 10 grand.
Right.
You hear me?
Yeah,
So
I'm with
when
you.
my cousin Roberta, she ain't seen me in years, but when she seen that knot, my cousin Roberta was like, "Boy, what you doing?" You know what I mean? I got my little pistol on me. I got I got my little Chester knot. I'm like, what? I'm trying to find something. What's happening? You know what I mean? I'm trying to make some moves. You mean what I'm
Yeah.
doing? You already know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Listen, she said, Kenny, hold on. I got to talk to you. What? So now I can't really go in because my mom and them, I can't go in. So my cousin Roberta said, you know, she give me the finger. Like, I got you, boy. Just hold up. I'm like, what? I'm outside, like it's on. You know what I mean? Cause I know my cousin Roberta, she connected, she knows something. She came outside, she said, Kenny, I got the biggest drug dealer from New York City out my house right now. How much money you got? I said, now there you go, Roberta. You tell me how much money I got. I'm saying what's happening. How much drugs he got? I'm dead. You know what I'm saying? I got my gun on me. I got a
Right.
little knot on me. I'm in my head, I'm saying, man, I be done stuck something up. What's happening? Where is it
Right.
at? Just tell me where is it at?
Right.
Show me where is it at.
Yeah.
Boom. I got my ride, me and my peoples, boom, boom, boom. Matter of fact, I think I took the rapper Disco B with me and my boy Bill Black.
Okay. Okay.
We went out media, Pennsylvania to meet Ty. Now, Roberto already made the phone call. So they was already expecting me. I don't even know what to expect. But I'm saying to myself, I told my boys, like, listen, just follow my lead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't say nothing, just follow my lead. I got this. You hear me?
Okay.
Hey, Mark, we go in the crib, right? Listen, a man got a briefcase full of cocaine.
Yeah.
What? Now listen, I ain't never even seen as much cocaine in my life,
Right.
but I'm acting like, from watching movies or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't even really watch TV from stuff that I heard being in the streets, this and
Yeah.
that. I played a part, but I ain't the part I'm playing. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I tell him, listen, he said, he talking that old other shit. You know what I mean? He got some Caucasian, Caucasian, Oriental, and Asian broads in the crib. You
Mm.
hear me? I'm talking about, man, they got the short skirts on, the short shorts. I'm talking about they all over the place.
Right.
So I'm
Yeah.
saying, and I see the eye rock outside that had
Yeah.
tried for me on the back.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, damn, Berta, I'm saying to myself in my head, like, damn. Like, you know what I mean? Now I got to try to find out. I know I got to expose my knot. It ain't much. You hear me?
Yo. Yeah.
Hey, Mark. Hey,
Yeah.
Mark. my, little, my cousin. Hey, listen. Hey, Mark. My cousin Roberta must have told you this. I'm going to send my cousin up there. He got a couple thousand. You hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
I might have had $80 at best. You hear me?
Right.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
so, hey, look. So he introduced himself to me and all that. Boom, boom, boom. He was expecting me anyway.
Okay.
So now I'm saying to myself, like, damn, how do I really ain't got no money.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a briefcase. I'm saying to myself, damn, how can I take that briefcase from this dumbass nigga?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
got two hitters with me.
Yeah.
You feel me? But I'm saying
Hmm.
Roberta's my cousin, and I'm saying I'm looking around and I got a gun on me. So I asked him, I said, Ty, yo, I'm dirty right now. I said, let me unload my joint. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he started laughing. You know what I'm saying? I'm a young kid. I don't really know what I'm doing. You hear me? So he started laughing at me. He's, I like this guy. I like this guy. I like this guy. Hey, come with me. Come with me. Come with me. He take me in the room, pick up the briefcase, pop the briefcase open. It's stuffed with white shit. I mean, Mark, the whole floor, like everything. I never forget it. It was a big bag and it had Rube on it. Rube. I said to myself, I said, Rube's the dude.
Right.
You hear me? I
Yeah.
was a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Shit, Rube's the dude. I'm going to take Rube's shit. Rube ain't gonna have this shit. I'm going to try to find how can I snatch this and run out the house or something. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Listen, Ty was like, I like this guy. He took my little gun from me. You know, yeah, put this over here, put this over here. So he really disarmed me. I'm saying to myself, like, damn, how do I get my gun back? I'm saying to myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, if I snatch the shit to run or whatever I'm trying to do, he got my gun. So I'm saying to myself, like, damn, how I do this? So he said, how much money? I said, man, I'm trying to find out what that bag Rube got. What that go for? You know what I mean? I'm trying to find out how can I get that Rube bag? You hear me? How much money do you have? I said, man, how much is that, man? Feel me? He laughing at me and everything. So, make a long story short, he got these other little bags in the bottom of the briefcase. They was half grams. He had big shit in big bags. Rube, and John, Frank, Mark, Bob, all that shit. I want to know how can I get that shit. So I said, man, is the shit good? How about that? Now you worry about how much money I got.
Right.
I mean, is this shit any good? So he said, they try one, try one. They seen the knot, but I still ain't going to the knot.
Mm.
You feel me? I ain't exposed my whole hand yet. I really couldn't. You know what I mean? But I did let him see it. I said, listen, man, I'm saying, really, I got some other peoples I'm dealing with. You know what I mean? And I'm saying, this is my first time. I trust my cousin Roberta and everything, but I really don't know what your product like, right? He said, I tell you what, take your time, take your time. You know what I'm saying? So that was a relief offer. I said, first, I said, let me get my pistol, man. You took my pistol from me and set it on the counter. Let me buy my fucking gun. Gave me my gun back and everything. And he went into the bottom of the joint and just gave me some coke. You feel me? I said, how much is that? He said, no, 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 don't worry. Don't worry. Tell me if you like. And then we come and you come back, get with Roberta, and we talk. I was like, huh? So I didn't want to mess the play up. You feel me? I said, but I'm saying I'm still on that rude bag. He said, no, don't worry about rude.
Right.
Don't worry about rude. Just go. Let me know if you like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So boom, he gave me some free bags and everything. Make a long story short, man. Me and him became like this.
Okay.
You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
We became like this. I took them few bags and stuff he gave me, came back to Delaware. You know what I'm saying? And I started passing out little samples, doing my little thing. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Before you know, I had got a job at Domino's making dough.
Yeah.
And I said in my head, I said, man, fuck these motherfucking dough balls. I need some real dough.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get me some dough, Mark. You hear me?
Yeah.
And that's
Gotcha.
how I quit Domino's when I got my first check. But I always remember my father was the shit in Chester. So now I worked at Domino's for like a month. I quit. I saved my check up so I can get me some money so I can go back and see that I want to see if I can get that rule bag.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get that rule bag. I went to Chester looking for my father. And I've seen my father in a bad way, but a good way. Because my
Okay.
father was a gangster.
Yeah.
And my father made sure I didn't get robbed and none of that. But they was going to rob me in the project. And my father looked and seen that was the son. But I had my gun on me anyway. You feel me? So
Yeah.
I'm going through the project. They cornered me in. They gave robbed me for my money. My father peeked and seen, said, Kenny. I said, Pop. He was happy to see me. So he took me to his people. And that's how I got my first re-up and this and that. And listen, Mark, the rest of the story was really history. You already know
Yeah.
I ran the city.
Right. So let me jump in. I remember one time because no matter what we was doing, we all did our own thing, and in passing, we would check on each other and all that. And I
Yes, sir.
remember one time you came through. This before the Benz. Now it was like a little white car or some type of car, and you came through like, "Yo, man, I'm telling y'all, it's about to go down." And you know how people be, man, because people always talking slick, right? So people ain't know how to check it. And then I'm gonna tell this, and then I'm gonna hand you back the mic. After that, you got a Benz. I forgot what color it was, and
Blue.
then you didn't blue. And then people didn't see it no more. They're like, "See, Kenny was fronting." And then a month or something later, it came out. But I'm gonna let you tell the story on that.
I
Go
think
ahead,
came out like an airplane.
tell that story. Finish. Tell the story.
No, like you said, listen, my dad, I end up working, doing my thing, bop, 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 connected with my father. My father turned me on to a few of his friends, this, that, this, that. I got back with Ty, tried for me, all that. I put me a team together in the city and everything in Delaware. You know what I mean? I had hitters for my hitters. You know what I'm saying? I ended up having Ashton Snatch. You know what I'm saying? And Kickboxing Fred. Everybody knew
Yeah,
Freddie Flannery, and
yeah,
everybody knew Danny and Keith. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So I put a team together. You know what I'm saying? I said, that's what I'm gonna run the city. So I came back. I left Newcastle. I came back to Wilmington because I had the white girl. Everybody looking at me. You know what I'm saying? I ended up buying my dad's Benz. My,
Okay.
my dad told me, he said, listen, because he wanted to move. So he said, listen, I wanted a boxcar Cadillac, a little Seville. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? But my
yeah,
father said, nah, that ain't what you want, man. And his wife worked at the post office. So my father was a hustler slash pimp, construction worker. He drove heavy
right,
machinery.
right.
So my father was the shit. And all he was highly respected in Chester. So I moved off the strength of that and got in position. You feel what I'm saying? And my brother was, like I said, the best DJ in Delaware. I'm rapping, I'm doing it. So I'm rapping, and I was like, I was better than Jigga and all them back then. You know, I was LL before the cool. I was all that. So we did shows with Godfather, this, that.
Yeah,
But I'm saying to myself, they couldn't even pay me what I'm worth. You know what I'm saying? So remember, I used to come through with the scooters and all that kind of, like, before that, doing the shows and everything, you know, with Roxanne Shante and them, with
Yeah.
MC Light, you know what I'm saying? Dougie Fresh, and, you know, because Godfather had everything on lock.
Yeah.
You know, anything came to Delaware, it had to go through Din Din. And you know I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Fact.
saying? And my brother was the hottest DJ, and it was a couple other hot DJs. Mike and them was all hot and everything. Hot Master Wiz, and I got to give everybody their props. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Disco B, King of Slang. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know, I'm a very sad man. Yorkie D. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, DLB, Tricky T, the Hellified 3 MCs, McLaurin and them. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that whole thing was this, but I branched off from the rap thing. I'm getting money. But I was a high school rapper too. I remember I'm battling 7 Up. We brought the city out. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Perry P, the king of voices, and
Yeah.
he had a strong name in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Lady B from Power 99.
Yeah.
Everything was jumping. I was in the midst of all that, but I was street rich. You know what I'm saying? I had more money than MC Light and all them at that time. LL Cool J. I had more money than all them. You know what I'm saying? And listen, the little video they probably had rented cars and all that. At the same, my Benz was higher than all their shit. Am I lying?
It was nice. It was nice.
What?
Once you got it
Come on.
customized.
Hey, Mark,
Once you
I
got it
listen.
customized.
You know, I
Yeah.
took that thing to New York City, and the kit and stuff that I put on the car more than the Benz itself. I put a
Yeah.
towing wide body on my Benz. I
Yeah.
took the grill off and put an SEC grill on it. I put some 5-star Coleman gold Bavic rims on it with the keys and the lock. I put a rag top on it, rag top on the wing and everything. And then I put my tag on the front, raw one. That's when I was raw
Mm.
one. And I
Right.
came back to the city with Nicole Webster driving it, and I'm in the passenger seat,
Yo.
and the seats was
Yo.
pinstripe pipe. What? I shut the city down. And I'm not bragging to glorify none of that, just for the
Right.
sake of the
You were
story,
speaking.
because you got me in my element.
Yeah. Man, that's what's up. So
And boy,
okay.
but listen to me. You already know, like I know, the fall.
Yeah.
I don't know how you want to do all that. And
Yeah.
it's a whole lot of stuff we miss.
So yeah, yeah, yeah. So what happened was you came from abandonment. You was put out, you know, to survive as a teenager. You stealing, you living from house to house. You know what I'm saying? Gambling. You doing anything you can do to make it. Going up to
That's all,
Granite Run
man.
Mall, taking stealing glasses, clothes. Everything you had was basically stolen. You kept it in the trash bag, and then you became a kingpin in the city, right? And that's
And
where we was at. Go ahead.
Joe Biden, before he was president,
Right.
Joe Biden said, I want Kenny G off my streets.
Yes. Yes.
Right? That
So let's get to the arrest. Before the arrest, right? Like I want you to touch on this because I remember times, and this when Market Street was on fire from 30th to 24th, right? You pull up and the police come and you might say something crazy to them or pull off. You remember that before?
I might go in my pocket and throw 10 grand in their face.
See what I'm saying? So you was doing a whole bunch of stuff to agitate them, right? This before they really got you, and then talk about the arrest and how they trumped you up and all that went on with that.
It's crazy, man, because like really I was a scared kid.
Okay.
I love truth, Mark. I was a scared kid, but at the same time, I was dangerous. It's like a lost dog that's kicked out of his kennel,
Mm.
but he a pit. But he's on the other side of town, and on the other side of town is Doberman Pinchers and Rottweilers. So I was a lost pit, cut loose in the city of Wilmington. And I knew how to talk and I knew how to rap, and I hooked up with a white girl. And back then, brothers wasn't really messing with white girls.
Right.
But I took anything that I can get. and I manipulated it and turned it into mine because I needed a place to live and this and that. And I ended up staying out Newcastle with them. And the young girl, her name was Karina. You know what I'm saying? But before all that, I had Classy, I had Beth, I had another Baltimore joint, I had Vanessa Simpson, the girl
Right.
my wife right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I was just that dude, but I was lost, man. I was lost, bro. I was crying for direction, but I was so far ahead of my time that who could teach me?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I was really crying for leadership and guidance, but I was leading and guiding.
Right. Well, we gotta
Individuals
go.
hanging in the go ahead.
We gotta go to the arrest and
So
and and and
listen,
and 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 and, and,
so
and
so
the
so
big.
everybody know
Yeah.
by this time, Mark. You know me. I got bricks of cocaine. I'm
Yeah.
doing this. I'm doing that. You know, we're not glorifying none of this stuff.
Okay.
But I recall serving somebody. I had put this out on my page, and this dude, it was a white dude that I was serving, and this white dude, he worked for the carnival,
Okay.
and you know, carnivals move at different places.
Yeah.
Well, this is at least what they told me. So I remember when he came, I had to where I lived at with the white girl across the street was an apartment complex. So people that used to come see me, I would run across the street into the apartment complex and act like I was going into somebody's apartment. But I would go in the front door, run upstairs, run back downstairs, go out the back door, and then I was in the woods and 7-Eleven was right there.
Mm.
But you got to walk through the woods to get to 7-Eleven. What I did was, what's that place called in the mall? They used to sell like whoopee cushions, uh, uh, glasses, different paints that glow in the dark. It started with E.
Mm.
It was a place in the
Oh
mall.
no.
Well,
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
they sold these glasses that you could see the paint only with the glasses on.
Mm.
So in my mind, I took family reunion mayonnaise jars, the big plastic ones, and I put the paint on them and I put the glasses on, but you can't see the paint without the glasses. You with me?
Mm-hmm. I'm with you.
So I dug a hole in the woods, but I got the people out front waiting on me. But I would go in the building in the front, run upstairs, run back downstairs, go out the back door, go through the woods, put the glasses on, and I could see where I hit all my drugs at. Can't nobody else see. I'm underneath the trees and just and all. I got big holes in the ground with what's that grass called? That fake grass, the turf. And I
Yeah.
would I
Yeah.
would I would cover
Artificial
it up with
turf.
turf
Yeah.
and everything. And I had 3 big mayonnaise jars filled up in the woods. But I had everything already bagged up. So I would go grab what I could get, run back to the back door, go back upstairs, run back downstairs, go out the front door and give it to the people. Well,
Right.
this time, this white woman shows up at my crib unannounced. But I remember with the dude that she was with that's connected to the carnival. So she says to me, is it possible that you can help me out until he get back from the carnival? The carnival's out of town right now. You know how
Right.
carnivals move state to state.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I'm saying to myself, like, man, let's just come to my crib like this. Like, she got heart. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm annoyed. I'm saying to myself, damn, I remember her face because of somebody that I was looking after. You know, I'm not getting out of shame. This is my story. It's the truth. So I told her, wait a minute. I go back in the house and run upstairs and I'm looking out the window. I'm saying to myself, why this bitch come to my crib? Like, like something ain't right with this. You feel me? She just popped up without the dude I was serving. But I knew that they was together the last time I served him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying to myself, okay, well, damn, it's on now. I gotta find out who the fuck she is and what's up with her. And I'm gonna break the monotony with the police and everything. I'm gonna take them on the chase instead of serving her. out in Newcastle. I'm gonna find out if she really wants something. She gotta follow me to Wilmington.
Okay.